Thanks for joining us for Religious Hard Talk. I'm Ian Boyne. Another gripping religious hard talk. A story to keep you on the edge of your seats. It is a story that will be told by Harold Richards, former Hindu, former Worldlian to the core. He will tell you of the depths of depravity, as he would explain it, that he was involved in. He was a man who knew all the go-go clubs in Jamaica, and he would also be around the famous back road. He did all the things in the world to the max, but now is a strong and a very passionate signs and wonders minister. He's a man who, for a number of years now, has devoted his life to preaching, to casting out demons, as a very strong deliverance ministry. Is associated with the Worship and Faith International Fellowship, which is run by Bishop Courtney McLean. And this is a man that you're going to be hearing much more about. But on Religious Hard Talk, you will hear his most enthralling story. We thank you for your company. Good to have you on the show, Harold.
Oh, thank you, sir.
When I heard what an interesting story you had, I was not prepared for what an interesting encounter we had. And it was a case of what I heard not comparing at all to the deep interest that I had after I heard your story. Let us start from your days in Hinduism. Your father
Yes.
had Hindu services. Your father was a kind of leader in the Hindu movement. Let's talk about your exposure.
Yes, from a young age, my father was, he was the one that actually take us to the ceremony. And it was my grandmother, his mother,
Yes.
whom that ceremony would be kept.
Oh.
And there, they would do all the sacrifices. They would do all the eating and the drinking. As the Bible says, the children sat down to eat and rise up to play. Because they have their gods, Hanuman, Krishna, that they worship. But we didn't take it as children as anything.
Yes.
I didn't know what it was really about. Not even my mother, who married to him, didn't know the depths of the thing, because they saw it just as a simple ceremony. But actually, it was a blood sacrifice.
Yes.
Always. And whenever they kill the goat, they don't allow the blood to run out in the dirt. They catch the blood in the pudding pan, and they throw salt in it, and they cook the blood and give us, just curry it.
Cook the
And
blood?
some masala, yes, man.
And you drink?
And we heat it. It tastes like liver, actually. It tastes like
So
real
when
liver.
you put in the blood, you put
The salt, they just throw salt.
You
And
throw
they
salt?
just cuddle, yeah. And they just cuddle up real thick, and they just
Cuddle.
cut it up. Just cut it up.
And you eat it as children?
Yeah, they just curry it us.
Curry it?
Yeah, just curry it and give us as children. So we didn't really see it as anything. We think it was the norm. And it's when I really got saved and started to read Leviticus and see it for myself and see where the Lord said the blood must be run out into the ground, in the dirt. And we must not heat it. We must not drink it.
Yeah, you must eat blood.
So I realized that we break almost every one of the commandments.
Those commandments, yes.
Every commandment has been destroyed.
So you didn't go to church as a child?
No, not as a child.
So a child
Four
in
of us,
Jamaica.
and
Never go to church?
we never go any church.
Hindu services?
We stay home, or we until they have the puja or the Hindu stuff that they have at the house. We didn't go to any church.
No
we weren't
church.
brought up in church.
Yes. And did you see any miraculous things?
Yes, I saw my brother, 1 year, he could walk up to 1 year old. And my father promised to keep his 1 year, just like how people promise to keep 1 year birthday party and thing. So they promised to keep the 1 year puja.
So your father made a vow?
Yeah, he made a vow there. Yes, that's right. And he didn't keep it. He didn't keep it. And the date passed, and my brother got sick. And he promised a goat, and the goat got sick. And they start feeding the goat and cream soda, corn, and banana to nourish the goat back. But the goat keep getting sick, and my mother was running up and down with my brother to the doctors to find out what's wrong with him. And they couldn't find anything wrong with him.
Yes.
It was a spiritual thing.
Spiritual thing.
Yes. And my father realized, and they promised a new date. And until that new date came, he couldn't walk.
Yep.
He couldn't walk.
Couldn't walk at all.
Couldn't walk. He was coming to, but he couldn't walk. But the day that they keep the puja, and he chop off that goat head, and the blood was just spewing, he got up and run.
That's
and from
day.
today, and from that day, he's still walking. He's 34-year-old now. So you couldn't tell me about any Jesus, really.
At them time then.
You couldn't tell me
You
about
see
Jesus.
power.
Man. See power.
It's a spiritual manifestation in Hinduism.
Me see the thing work. Him a man, him dead the same way. You couldn't tell me about no Jesus. It was Hanuman. Hanuman.
Yes. So even
God
though
is the God of prosperity.
God of prosperity.
Yes.
So you would bring your request before that God.
Yes.
Tell him what you want.
Tell him what you want. You pray just
You
the
get
same,
it.
and you get it. And you think so everything cool. But the depths where that thing go, when you start kill and half up the blood, is a covenant you actually made. You make a covenant with the dark side, really.
Covenant with demons.
With the demons there, and you think of God. So, Daki is the one that normally do the ceremony.
That's what your father?
No, that's one of the Indian priests.
Indian priest.
Yes, he's the one right across Jamaica.
Yes.
And the world. He travels and perform these ceremonies.
Yes.
I think he has died and gone on now. I can't say to glory, but I don't know where he is. It could be hell.
Yeah, but
he is
you
one.
used to attend some of those ceremonies at
Yes.
the dockyard?
At 96 Spanish Town Road.
Spanish Town Road?
Yes. At my grandmother's place.
Yes.
So
those who are involved in Hinduism today, you see them as...
They're still doing the same.
They're still doing the same things on here.
And they're still getting the same result.
Yes. But they need to repent. They need to come to Christ. If they don't come to Christ, you're saying, Harold, they can't see the face of God.
They cannot.
They can't stay in Hinduism.
It's one true God.
One true God.
One true God. Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God.
Not Krishna.
Not Krishna. Not Hanuman.
Yes.
Not Kali. So we have to come to grips. And this, they don't even realize that they are under a curse.
But they're under a curse, you would say.
They're under a curse.
The Hindus are under a curse.
That's right. And so they're seeing drunkenness in their family. They're seeing sickness because of the covenant.
You had drunkenness in your family?
Every one of them. I was at that party.
And you too? Okay, you were a man.
Yes, man. I used to beat my Guinness, the hard and the Appleton and Pepsi.
Yes.
Yes, I used to take part in all of that. Used to be all at the go-go club.
Yes.
At the dance. Anywhere the party them there, I would be.
Party animal.
Yes, and the girls.
The girls.
Don't mention the girls because our soul really searching for something. There was a longing.
There was a void
in the soul. And so we tried gambling, we tried girls, we tried party, we tried liquor. But it only lasts for a minute. And after that, the whole thing just went.
We're going to break, and when you come back, we're going to tell you a story, that dramatic story of how you came to Christ. And that night you had gone to the back road. And the back road was after coming out of the go-go club.
No, at Ken's. At Ken's
Ken's Wildflower at that time. I don't associate Ken's with...
No, we did not. We weren't at the club.
So we're telling the story of Harold Richards. He's now an evangelist. He's in deliverance ministry, signs and wonders ministry. But he was a man who had his full of the world. He's going to tell us his story when we come back from our first break on Religious Harttalk.